Ryuga versus Cosmos.
So we are starting out with the Ditto.
The Corrin mirror. Okay, this is going to be... I saw both of these guys playing in winners pools. They are both fantastic in terms of spacing their tippers, so I'm going to be really interested to see how this goes, because when one of them is spaced for the tipper, so is the other one.
Exactly. I mean, one other thing to note is the fact that they played quite a bit in doubles, in grand finals, and winners finals. There was a reset at that. But another thing to really know about is that Ryuga was rocking the Ike quite a bit at that too, so you never know. If he ends up losing this first game, why not switch back over?
From what I understand, his Ike is more just purely a doubles character, because Ike is easier to coordinate with a partner that you haven't teamed with recently.
Definitely makes some sense, but here we are in the mirror. I mean, just look at this. Even percent so far, only 1%, really separating both these players. And you know what, right now, Ryuga kind of getting red to an extent, but hey, he answers right back.
So yeah, for their Cosmos is the black Corrin, and the white Corrin is Ryuga for folks at home. In case you ever get mixed up, just try to get around with that.
All right, solid back air, just getting himself a little more space. I love this from Cosmos right now. Like, he's actually another player that you don't really see too often. When he was in Texas, you know what, you had to catch one of their tournaments, but he didn't really travel out too much. Now here in the Midwest, able to show out what he can do. Yeah,
he made some big waves at Nairo Saga as well. The rest of the country is really waking up to his power, and right there, what a great edge guard, going into the deepest depths to find that back air.
Ryuga immediately answering with an up air, but gonna eat that down air. Not quite to tipper, but still really good percent being racked up on. This is exactly what Cosmos needs. But, you know, he didn't need that back air, but Ryuga definitely happy about that one, evening up the set.
Right now, a bit of patience from Cosmos immediately after coming out. Finds a footstool, but doesn't get the reset with the down air.
No, I mean, look at that. I'm talking about Cosmos showing out. He definitely is. That is one setup I have not seen before, and that, you know, this is quite a treat.
And right now, Ryuga, meanwhile, being a huge fan of Corrin's forward air, finding a ton of mileage off of just constantly whacking away with it, and then, you know, taking the few gaps to read an air dodge and then punishing them for that as well.
All right, so right there for Cosmos, that actually was the one time you're going to be fortunate that you air dodged. Yeah. When he air dodged, he landed on the platform, barely getting away from the Dragon Lunge attempt. All right, no, both these players being very patient, really trying to find the openings, and just like that, they're mostly just really getting these air dodge reach. Ooh, the hop actually saved him right there.
Yeah, that was amazing, and then also still picking off the extra bit of damage with the down air as he went over the ledge. Really great stuff. Good tech there, just managing to get back on the floor. Cosmos still with center stage control. Overall in this set, he's had more luck actually shoving Ryuga off stage than vice versa.
No, and Ryuga's just capitalizing on all these grabs, punishing him what he can. Another down air? No, trying to read the jump get up. He got it, but smart. Cosmos just retreated to the platform, and that's something you're going to have to do when you are on Smash Roll.
Yeah, having that little bit of space to get not only your bearings, but also provide you with a free recovery mix-up.
Up throw might actually take the stock. No!
Still alive. That is one that is able to be DI just a little bit. The down throw you can DI massively, which is why you don't usually see Corrin go for it as a kill move.
The up air almost taking it straight from the ground. We're going to have to be careful. Definitely can't take another hit like that.
Both of them just fishing for grabs at this point, or just the straight airs.
Trade? No, still not going to do it. Like, the one thing I do like from Cosmos is that he is so slippery. Just staying away, knowing when he should or shouldn't be mixing up his moves, and the down throw still not going to do it. The next grab definitely will go ahead and do it for either of these players.
Oh, yeah.
Taking a grab.
Right there, right there. They were both looking for it, just doing nothing but rolls and grabs, and, you know, Rio finds it, gets that kill.
They both understand there's nothing else that is needed. Why am I going to put myself in a position where you can punish me, throwing on a Dragon Lunge or even throwing on an aerial? Let me be safe. Let me wait this out. And you know what? They're already putting on display here in the mirror.
Because the thing is, when you do like the Dragon Lunge, when you do the forward smash, like, yeah, it's a long-reaching move, but your whole arm as Corrin is still a hurt box. So if that doesn't go out well, then the other Corrin then hits your arm, then you're dead for it.
No, and at the same time, that just turns really into a read for your opponent. Are you going to come straight at me? Are you going to fade away? Or are you going to go up? Like, you don't want to be in that position whatsoever. So here we go into game 2. FD. Interesting.
At this point, when you're in the mirror, it's purely a matter of it's a combination
just who's outplaying each other and who's riding that momentum. Honestly, that's how I view mirrors, especially the Falcon mirror. Like, whoever is riding that momentum is most likely gonna go ahead and take that game.
And I feel like what's going on here is Cosmos opted for FD because he felt like he was the one winning the momentum most of the time in the previous set, right?
And you know, and I think
and FD is a momentum.
He has turned up the pressure so much right now. He's a lot more aggressive than he was in that last game. But yeah, you know, that aggression finally getting him punished, and Ryuga answering right back.
This is a juggler's paradise on FD, right? Because there's no place for them to really mix up their landing. It's purely how long can you hold the advantage state. So Cosmos recognizing the fact that he did a good job edgeguarding, and he's continuing to do a really good job just constantly picking up Ryuga's landings. still is rocking the momentum right now.
Yeah, Cosmos is actually looking for an air dodge read right there from Ryuga, but Ryuga not giving it to him, answering with that nair, and here we go, more Dragon Lunges on deck. I love that. He forced the air dodge, but Ryuga was close enough to go ahead and just grab that ledge. If he actually was a little bit farther, sweet spot would have came out.
Right there, you just go straight for pummels on the grab, right? He just wants to build up that damage, doesn't want to actually stale any of his throws.
No, so I actually like this from both of them. On all the Dragon Lunge attempts that have come out, they keep rolling back, and then this time he ended up going forward and getting punished and actually losing that stock.
Oh,
but
man.
most of the time, they've been doing the Dragon Lunge and fading back because they're both aware that going back is almost the best option because 9 times out of 10, they're going to go forward.
Yeah. And in that situation, not able to punish that Dragon Lunge forward, and now Cosmos looking to just wrap up this end of the stock, gets the grab, and this should kill.
Nope.
Just barely, too. That was the last moment.
I mean, it's FD, yo, that ceiling kind of high. All right, so it looks like we're still going to keep going. Dead even game so far. Dragon Lunge is on deck, getting a nair fair. Ooh, but an interruption right by Cosmos.
I like that. Instead of air dodging, he just presses his own button saying, like, you can't get away with just waiting for me to be scared.
At the same time, he's like, I know what you can get if I air dodge. I'm not giving it to you.
Yes.
Let me just, stop all of this and let's keep going. Play this neutral out.
Ryuga now with the stage. Doesn't actually get the covering on the jump get up, and instead Cosmos takes it right back, sitting really nice right now with a 60% lead.
Yeah, trying to go ahead and get himself a 2 frame right there. But what I am appreciating from Cosmos so far in this game is just the little spacing that he knows he needs to do. He's just dashing back that much to be out of the range of whether it be a nair or a fair.
Oh, right there, yeah, just that little bit of patience, knowing the aerial is coming and getting his own little hit. Because that's the thing, we've seen the most success come with the throw. So just going only for sheer damage and waiting for your kill confirm to come from these grab situations seems to be the way to go.
Yep, no, and did down throw there. He wasn't confident the up throw would kill right now, especially with no type of rage. But I think the next grab definitely will go ahead and take it away.
Just a lot of uneasy neutral, but there we go. The back air ending up sniping Ryuga right there.
No,
Bringing
it's
us
a
up to 1-1.
beautiful spacing tool just at that. It has so much range, and the fact that she actually forcibly goes the opposite way at that, making it even safer.
It's like a faster raw back air as well, right? Because it has that propulsion to it, as well as being a kill move. It makes it fantastic. And I mean, that's why they were both jousting with it near the end there. They recognize the fact that this is my widest reaching move. It will get me stage control, if not the kill, if I connect with it. And if it goes badly, it's a disengage built into itself.
Exactly. All right, we're hopping into game 3 right here. I mean, yo, both of them, it's 1-1. This technically turned into a best of 3 now.
Yeah, in a sense, actually, yeah. It's like a best of 3 where somebody just completely rocked the stage choice for the neutral.
Hey, at least they still playing. I think that's what matters the most for players. But yeah, we're gonna hop right back into it again. Even percents, like neither of them has really gotten out to a humongous lead. Every time they trade these 1-2 hits, the other answers back right away.
Yeah. Right now, Cosmos with the thinnest of leads, because like as you said, like the moment one of them gets off the ground, the other one has the capacity to keep a juggle going for quite a while, and already after just one juggle, 68% on Cosmos.
Really good read right there coming out from Ryuga, getting the Dragon Lens, but still not going to take the stock. Honestly, I think another one might be able to go ahead and do it. Here on Town and City, it's a lot smaller blast zones. Definitely can die a lot earlier to any type of move. It's
the sudden death stage pick, so to speak, where you're just counting on the fact that you're going to be winning neutral first, and you'll kill them before they have the chance to adapt.
All right, good down throw. Already look at that. So much better. Ooh, I love the nair to go ahead and answer back. Right there, Cosmos was looking for an air dodge, but again, still not giving it to him. Dragon Lunge forward, that's going to be the stock.
Yeah, ends up covering that option very cleanly. Ryuga with the lead, but it's a perilously short one at that, given the way that these two continuously go back and forth. Oh, wow!
The trade.
Symmetrical violence always solves some things.
It's like, yo, side B seems like a great option. Well, both of them thought the same thing, guys.
I mean, it's part of that, like, awkwardness where they both want particular spacings, which means that they both want to use the same moves when they're in the same areas.
All right, I really like that recovery right there coming from Ryuga. Air dodging at the right times and just really messing up Cosmos of what he wanted. And interesting, he did the back hit. I'm surprised he didn't forward. I think it probably would have taken the stock, but hey, speaking of stocks, up throw, that's going to do it.
Speak of the stock being taken, and it does get lost immediately. That's the one thing I've learned, Miho. That's why you have to be careful with what we say.
I mean, yo, it's kill throws. Like, it's not just Nest that got it.
Yeah. Nice landing there, just gets himself an up tilt. Cosmos opting to try to pressure that platform, is unable to get much more off it. Ryuga touches the ground.
Again, Cosmos just showing off his awareness and knowledge of the character, still running back and getting away from the spacing.
Oh, and right there, just it's that rock, paper, scissors of the air dodge versus not, right? Where if you attack into the air dodge, then all the momentum switches, and we're basically just seeing like raw fundamentals pull through amongst everything else. Just this rock, paper, scissors dynamic going back and forth.
No, I mean, shoot, it looks like poking right now, and the back air finally paying off. Still not going to take the stock, though. Recovering. Oh, love that. That was actually the first time either of them had done that, so Ryuga definitely wasn't ready for it this time around.
This is the benefit of keeping some tricks for Game 3, keeping some tricks for Game 5. Get to catch people off guard.
It's like, I know you play this character, but I definitely have a couple more things than you do.
You know, the one thing about the mirror, though, is now that you use it, now
they're going to use the same exact thing.
Like, they're going to use it right back at you. Oh, the
tech! Oh, he did the wrong way!
Oh, that is heartbreaking.
Unfortunately, he ended up getting the Dragon Lunge.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he was trying to up B, but the diagonal was a little bit too far on the control stick, giving him Dragon Lunge instead. But that tech, that pure awareness.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, because he knew at any time he could drop down, try to counter my up B, and he was ready to go to tech that immediately. Wow, just such a heartbreak to die that way, though.
But nonetheless, this set is still back and forth. They barely separating each other, but Ryuga coming out on top right there. 2-1. I don't know why Cosmos was running off stage right there. But
maybe they got mixed up which Corrin it was. I don't know. Actually, that would make sense because even though they're player 1 and 2, they spawned in the opposite sides.
True.
Yeah.
Nope. All right. Cosmos hopefully can go ahead and just show out here in the early goings of this game, but it's already not looking like that. It is just following the tail of the tape that has been happening this whole set. Trade for trade, blow for blow, and it's going to go to decision.
Right there, Ryuga just answers that with one thing I've noticed is as the set has gone on, they've become more and more bold, right? They're pressing more buttons as opposed to air dodging as much.
Speaking of buttons, a really good button right there coming off of the Dragon Lunge, taking away that stock.
Wow, just such a thing to be conscious of at that moment. And I mean, up until then, Ryuga had been doing such a good job recovering and mixing up the drift that he was going for. So being read like that, but almost again within 10 seconds taking his own stock.
No, and look at that. And that's just the answers both of them doing. It's like, yo, you just did something hype. Yo, I'm going to do something hype just right back. I'm not letting you outplay me, outclass me right now.
It truly is a mirror match. It's not just of character. It's like of tempo, too. They're both doing amazing plays at the same rate as each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ryuga ended up missing the tech, but the counter came out. Ticking that stock. Really good stuff right there. Even stocks, only 40% differentiating both these players. But look at that. Ryuga already kind of bringing it back.
A little bit of stage control, another opportunity for Cosmos to get an edge guard, but he doesn't find his tipper Dragon Lance that time.
No, it looks like Ryuga has done it a ton down air off of the
two
ledge
frame,
a little
though.
bit too far. Yeah, no, it was actually beautiful.
Oh, he was reading that he'd just fade back at the last moment and get off the platform, but Ryuga opting to land on it.
No, I mean, what I am noticing a little bit is the fact that Cosmos is getting the reads now. He's finally realizing a lot of the options that Ryuga is going to be picking. Also with the air dodges. Oh, I love the attempt, but not going to get it this time around.
Oh man, I thought he was going to maybe go for a Dragon Pin punish, but he recognized he was too far out of range to go for it.
No, I mean, on the ledge in that last situation right there, Ryuga kind of did what you were talking about earlier. They're going to take each other's options, try to get that 2-frame, but another tipper Dragon Lens ended up coming out, taking that stop.
And we're going on to Game 5.
I'm not even surprised.
I mean, honestly,
I was expecting it from the get-go. Like, after I saw that first game, it's like, all right, they're going to keep going back and forth.
It could be a best of 9 and go to Game 9, best of 13 and go to Game 13. These two are completely evenly matched, it appears. So it's all just going to come down to, it feels like, what's going to happen on that last stock for that last 30%. That's the level of stress where, like, you still have to play amazingly to get to that point, but it feels like all that's going to matter is that last bit.
Exactly, but here we are. Game 5. Town and City is going to be the pick, ladies and gentlemen. Now starting out really slow as it has been this whole set, and I love that from Ryuga. Immediately knowing how we should punish, and again, the back directional.
Yeah, actually catching the roll in to green.
They've been doing it the whole time because they know
yeah.
Most players are expecting the forward, and even themselves are expecting the forward.
Oh, doesn't get a punish off blocking that nair, opts to just sit and be patient, but now Ryuga finds himself his own throw.
All right, don't get stretched. I know both of them landed, but definitely not going to be the case. Another Dragon Lunge and a fair up air. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, wow, that was nice. That was very clean, just hitting with the tip of the up air. Oh, Ryuga disengaged that. He doesn't get a punish on that rapid jab, though.
I know, and honestly, I think this is the biggest lead that either of these players have seen in this set. Finally, one of them just kind of going away with it.
Oh, nice catch again on this roll. It looks like Cosmos is picking up on a bit of a roll habit and has managed to take a stock for it, too.
Yeah, there's no air dodge, no nothing. Just called that man out, taking away the stock. Another down air, missing with the Dragon Lunge. Definitely wanted it that time around, but, you know, the rage just a little bit too much.
Oh, tries to chase down another roll, but doesn't find it. Ryuga does keep it going, though.
No, but Cosmo's going to have to, you know, be wary of all of these down airs. He's getting a little overzealous trying to use them, and ooh, great catch coming out.
Yeah, what a great little landing trap.
Cosmos definitely making this hard for Ryuga to get anything going. He knows exactly the range to stay out of. Now that he has the lead, he's like, all right, I will play this clock. Why not? You are forced to approach. I will wait until you leave yourself open for me to get you, because I'm not going to leave myself open like you want.
I really love that for the first time he did a hop off the Dragon Lunge, right, to get to the platform. Now it's a Game 5 trick like we were talking about. This is the time to bring out the most obscure plays that you have in your pocket.
All right, again, I do like the fact that Cosmos right there did the back version just to go ahead and keep stage control. He knew the knockback would be enough for Ryuga to get knocked off. And speaking of knocked off, yo, that stock definitely gone right there.
But, I mean, like you said, this game we're seeing a bigger gap than we ever have before. Cosmos looking to be edging out Ryuga now, on the verge of maybe taking this best of 5.
Yeah, but you definitely can't count Ryuga out. He is just trying to climb his way back, but great answer right there coming out from Cosmos. Another backer? No, barely misspacing it.
Right there, you can see Cosmos is hesitating whether or not he wants to get in the way of that Dragon up B, but chooses not to. Oh, just the last moment to be able to power shield, but this time the pun goes through to punish the back air.
Yeah, no, it looks like that has to be frame perfect to go ahead and get it. Counter? Oh, still not going to take the stock. So close right there.
Getting so much off of these counters, he might end up, if he manages to get one more, or at least scare Cosmos into thinking that one more is coming, that could make the opening he needs.
And the tipper? Still not going to take the stock. One more definitely will do it. Either of these players just need a really good hit.
And right now, just
he charged it up, got him! No, the DI is impeccable!
Yo, Cosmos has the most patience, too, in closing this gap, and Ryuga willing to call that out of the last one with the insta-pin. Back air not going to do it.
No.
We're now in last hit situation. I believe Grabs now will kill with the amount of rage and Town and City.
Dash attack
not going to do it.
Definitely shouldn't take it.
No. No, of course not. And Cosmos
barely missing with his Dragon Lunge. Another get-up attempt, but the air dodges are coming out, barely missing the up air.
Yeah, retreats up to that platform, tries to
escape. And that is going to be it. Ryuga coming all the way back to take it. G-Pick, what did I say? You can't count this man out.
You know what? I will eat those words gladly. I was absolutely in the wrong there. What a fantastic showing by these two. I mean, we knew it as soon as the set started. We were saying this is going to come down to like the last 30% of that last stock, and indeed it did. Like,
I mean, that was a treat.
Yeah.
Basically, the two top Corrins out really in the world going at it back and forth. What a set, what a treat. You know, any of those aspiring Corrin mans out there, this is a set you need to watch.
Yeah, you got to learn a whole lot of stuff about the mirror and just straight up neutral play from watching these two constantly adapt back to each other in terms of each other's air dodge reads, in terms of their fading, in terms of making it so that they would forget in terms of when they were able to line up their Dragon Lunge, even though they both were using the characters. So you're fighting somebody with absolute character knowledge and still able to use your tricks on them. That requires a great deal of actual just player conditioning in the match in order to do it.
And that's just the nature of the Ditto, of the mirror. When you play someone that knows exactly what your character does, you have to outplay them. They know everything you're going to be doing, whether it be frame data, whether it be, you know, properties of hits. They know exactly what is coming. So the fact that Ryuga was able to clutch it out right there, that was a treat. I'm like somewhat speechless.
One thing